breakout players are fighting for every single step, and it's some really impressive storylines to be watching.
Yeah, speaking of impressive storylines, Super Big Mario fan. Underrated, I think under the radar of a lot of people, not super familiar with some of the Minnesota people, because Minnesota has not historically traveled a lot recently, right? Like now they do, now they go out, now they're taking names. But Super Big Mario fan, kind of a product of this new age of these players coming in. They are a Kazuya Steve main, which
I think everyone should be at least one of those things right now. Those characters are just so strong. Another option, like in DLC for swaps, is Ravenking. I mean, it's been a while done. You probably are familiar with this story, but if you're not, iconic eye player from Chicago, great tech right there. Now I'm joking because this character is just so darn good.
Yeah, it's a very solid character, and he seems very happy with mostly the changeover. Still plays Ike, right? We saw that in doubles, but ultimately, Joker's better character.
He does it for himself, not for the wins. He just likes Ike.
Oh, Ike's good in doubles. Ike's good in doubles.
That's true, too. Yeah. The punish game is crazy good, but it doesn't take too much for him to find, phenomenal punishes, and this just abusive advantage state that Joker can show off. Down gun right here is really strong, but the recovery options are also pretty variable from Kazuya.
Yeah, and already we see Super Big Mario fan taking the set. I'm just running away with this game. Ravenking, the second Arsene we've seen so far. The first one didn't really net him too much, unfortunately. SBMF, is that what we're going to say? It's been able to just navigate around it, and you can kind of see with these command grabs as well. You're stuck in the animation for so long, right? It's got a lot of Arsene meter gone immediately.
Yeah, really an additional painful side effect right there. Ravenking's have been doing a good job of mitigating laser because he's neutral B as it's firing at him while he's backstage, looking for counters, looking for air dodges through him, finally finds his kill, but he's very far behind on percentage as Super Big Mario fan is taking real big eminence on the center field.
And that's going to be an unfortunate grab. Not going to be doing too much since there's some, he's at a high percent, right? Oh, he waited, he knows. Doesn't matter, back air.
But the conversion is egregious there, that back air. Super strong, lasts for quite a while. It's just an indomitable. Light coming here, and they're starting things off and fading away just from the Super Big Mario fan, not wanting to overextend and allow Ravenking to have a big combo, especially when you're so far ahead you can play safely.
Yeah, Ravenking does have some matchup experience here. He has been going up against Abe Zura recently. He's been making some waves at Ignitions. Solid Kazuya player in Chicago. So there's no slouch. No slouch in the matchup. I think kind of have to understand how SBMF plays in this specific one. And that's going to be a lot of command grabs, so going to see some adjustments here at some point.
Right there. Oh yeah, flirting with the ledge right there. Not sure what Ravenking is going to be looking for. A downer through the ledge is great and looks for the ledge trump. It's not quite in time to confirm anything. His back airs are dangerously close to Super Big Mario fan, but Super Big Mario fan able to get close enough to the center stage that it's not going to quite kill, even at 143%. Still not that forward tilt, even with Big Brother Arsene on. Nice.
There you go. See the counter. Just going to be sending you directly out. No chance for tech at all.
Yeah, I was worried that might be into stage and techable. Yeah. I think that's like right on the edge of techable percentages for something like that as well. But I think you can choose the direction he sends on.
He's B reversing it. Well. Okay. Yeah. So he just gets the B reverse and make sure it doesn't do it. King K rule has similar tech.
Oh yeah, King K. I think he gets to do it after he's actually countered as well. He has like full control.
Yep.
The character needs it though. He is
rough. Well, let's see some life here from Ravenking.
Yeah, this is the comeback that Ravenking's been needing the whole time.
Yeah, Ravenking just shows the skill level where he's playing at right now, and it is just adaptation central. Unfortunately, adapting does not stop dash attack, and that will just hit you in the face.
It's speaking of hitboxes that are extremely strong and extremely wide and extremely long-lasting, that dash attack is a menace to society. Like, the burst range that they were able to use to just kill Ravenking right there, after that long toil pushing up that hill that Ravenking's going to have to do, that's going to be the dynamic of this matchup. As long as Super Big Mario fan is running Kazuya, and I see no reason to be swapping off against Ravenking here. That looked really good. And
yeah, that's no reason to.
Yeah, especially like the whole first half of the game was just all Super Big Mario fan.
And I think that Super Big Mario fan is awful to say. I think
SBMF.
Yeah, they've been
still a mouthful.
They've been loving Kazuya today. We saw some Steve yesterday, especially during doubles, but Kazuya all day today was able to take down Wizrobe earlier in a commanding. I think that was 3-0. Am I not mistaken? Pretty sure that was 3-0.
I think so. That rattles around in my brain, feeling about right.
Yeah, just kind of ran through him, honestly. Oh, it was 3-2. It was 3-2. All right, that won game 5.
Oh, okay.
So.
Does make more sense. Back to small battlefield for another one. No. This might be a small battlefield kind of day.
Yeah, small battlefield's just the better neutral stage, honestly. But that's just where it's at. But we are beyond. We've evolved past PS2. We don't need it anymore.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, we don't. Everybody goes small battlefield. KC's big with small battlefield. We're small battlefield first.
KC thing.
They here. Look, Wisco. We've been seeing small battlefield more than PS2.
I don't think we have been this weekend. Like
you gotta grow up.
Grow up,
man.
Go to small battlefield.
Yeah, go to small battlefield. It's just even. It's just more even. Like, BS2 is so big. It is like one of the largest stages we have available.
Yes, it
small battlefield is just a normal blank stage.
That's true. But it does really lend towards characters like Kazuya, who really want to close that gap with you a lot more. And I know Ravenking's wanting this one because the small, lower platforms are pretty beneficial for his aerial pressure, especially while pushing advantage states. And again, it's a character like Kazuya who has trouble landing. That can be worth a lot. Covering the ground, that's just nothing to do with stage size, though. Just a nice ledge read from SUPERBIGMARIOFAN. These orders really rewarding them so far.
I really think it might have been a reaction, too. I don't know.
I think it's partially.
They got faster reactions than us. So you can never tell. At a point, you're just like, the ledge is a little bit easier. But we know players, like there's a hero in Japan, memorizes every single like get up animation, so we'll react accordingly when they see the few pixels. So we know it's possible, but
that's only amount of just knowing the things better and practicing like a Dark Souls boss, because at that point, there's no more input from the players. You just have to react against the animation. Good stuff.
Kind of comes through, gets another stock here for Ravenking. They're putting in a lot of work into so far. We're just having a rough time in neutral, but that's the name of the game against Kazuya.
Yeah, it's risky to engage in neutral. And Ravenking was telling me his philosophy is the neutral and punish game are just two sides of the same coin. He doesn't really view them as being separate things. Although Kazuya does do a bit to make you look at it maybe a little bit differently, though, where everything you engage with in a neutral has to be very safe, because if it's not, the punish game is immediately going to be very much on the attention.
Yep. Back air, just misses it. Another up B might actually take the stock here. Joker's a little light.
A little light, yes.
Ooh, just barely. It was just barely.
Arsene could have saved that inch away from the bar as well. And now down a game, down a stock as well. As SUPERBIGMARIOFAN starts going in, Arsene is back quite quickly from the previous stock. But SUPERBIGMARIOFAN has done a great job staying on ledge, using invulnerability from getting onto ledge to burn out so much of the timer.
And that up air finds its mark, doesn't finish it out though, unfortunately. The up smash doesn't find it.
Not quite percent, a little bit outside. And the rage drive leaves Ravenking in the corner.
It's a little bit more rage that would have killed too.
Yeah, which is terrifying.
Like any move. There's so many moves. There you go. That's just going to be forward tilt there. That just takes it. Like we see the dash attack, we see the up B, we see the forward tilt. It's all of it kills. Every single thing.
Grab. Command grab.
Yep. Command. What doesn't?
Let him hold the A button for a little while. Eventually, we'll get to the one that kills.
He does the 1-2. Oh no, the 1-2 jab kills. So if he just like jabs you once, that won't kill. Okay.
Yeah, that's something we can go for. I don't think SUPERBIGMARIOFAN is probably going to be doing that one.
No, I don't. Not at all. There's no reason to.
Yeah, and forward tilt, nice and safe. Long range, basically all spaces on shield anyway. So something that they can just keep throwing out throughout that. Once again, real even stage, small battlefield. Getting right in here already. SUPERBIGMARIOFAN already tacked on damage, 2% off the 2 hits. That's not meaty wax character. But Ravenking's going to force them all the way to the edge of the screen. Jump out now, and an up B as well. Leaves them in a perfect spot to be netted down that harpoon, grabbing onto SUPERBIGMARIOFAN, bringing them right back into Ravenking's clutches, where he's pretty confident.
I like the side B finish too. Yeah. Side B finish to that combo string. Like you're going to be going high. I know you're going to be going high. I don't
no way.
Off this.
Beautiful.
Back air takes it. Solid for Ravenking. I think this is the first time he's actually ahead his stock.
It is. Yeah. He's been having a hard time coming back really close in the first game, nearly making the clutch, but not nearly the same in game 2. So this is exactly that change of dialogue Ravenking needs. Now having Arsene on board as well, if he can push advantage coming up from the legs. He's having a hard time finding those hits, like we were saying before, though, while having Arsene on SUPERBIGMARIOFAN, their safe play is amazing.
It is. It really is. You kind of see what Ravenking's going to be doing with these platforms as well. Just jumping around him, trying to stay away from SBMF trying to punish any landings that come through. Other than that, it's not worth engaging, honestly. You got the lead, just back away.
Oh, that's great. Going to ledge for the invulnerability. Great way to dodge. Neutral B keeping up the pressure back air, though not going the way that Ravenking really wants to send out and finish off the stock.
Downer's not going to be finding it quite yet, but
a little piece of damage. Overstaying ledge.
Yeah, just a little bit. Looking for another back air, not able to find it, but that forward tilt's going to be finding its mark. It's really just onto Ravenking to mess with ledge trapping too.
Oh, he had the opportunity for back air. Wasn't quite sure what to go for, but he is on it right now in Super Big Mario Fan's head. Gets another forward tilt on the comeback, and the Nair just spamming them out is enough to land one. Finally, he's barely taken any damage on this stock and landed nearly 200 in return. Eventually, that forward tilt's going to kill. It's not going to take much more.
That might be a little stale.
That does hurt.
Been using it a lot. Grab, does the down throw do it? It does.
Oh my
it does.
God.
That's what we like to see.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen it go like that. Okay, come back in. There's the jab 1-2 that you were talking about earlier, and we're well in percent.
So bam, bam, bam. I love seeing that one. It feels meaty. That feels like the most fighting game move. Kazuya, great addition to this game. That's just for the move sets. That's so much variety.
Yeah, every once in a while hit someone and you're like, yeah, that looks like a hit, like a proper Tekken combo. Immediately, like, you just slam them on the ground.
I know. That's really on SBMF to find an opening.
Oh!
The tech! Oh my gosh, I thought the reversal was going to come through.
Yeah, great stuff from both of them. The Nair spike into spike again. Nice SDI there, gets behind on that first hit. We've got just enough percentage. That Ravenking gets enough reaction time. Up air still doesn't kill. DI perfectly bringing Super Big Mario Fan into the corner, but it's not going to save them a second time. And a 2-stock in favor of Ravenking does save the loss of the set. Once again, though, we're going into a match point for another game.
He's figured out a little bit.
Yeah.
He's understanding. That first stock sets the tempo. That always is the case. Once he finds that first stock, once he's like, okay, I just need to just chill out a little bit, right? And just leave SBMF to just try to find an opening rather than me just presenting to him constantly while I'm looking to win a neutral interaction. That is the best spot to be at. So now SBMF needs to make some adaptions here if he wants to close, or if they want to close out the set immediately, right? And I think Small Battlefield might be that adaptation.
Yeah, this is rough for Ravenking not being able to keep away from this one because spacing out and watching reads and keeping spacing really in his favor is what's allowed him to take that eminence in the last game that he did, especially on the ledge. And I guess the ledge game isn't going to change too much, but he won't be able to back off as far with that limited real estate.
Love the wait. Just sits there and wait because there's so many mix-ups that you can do in that after the jab. So kind of forcing your opponent, they're used to just taking their hands off, and there's the go. There's the third time it happens.
Yeah, jab on low into the grab. Not something that Ravenking is really expecting, especially since Super Big Mario Fan does know that Ravenking has been DIing in at low percents on that jab in order to try and find a conversion. Yeah, down arrow brings right into a grab for some additional percent, but the burst option and up B is always on deck and deadly.
That's just all they need. Going for the grab, misses it up. Unlike Kazuya, you actually have to focus on where the grab's at.
Not nearly as forgiving. Ledge jump, these two are speeding up right now as the adrenaline starts pumping. You kind of have to keep up that pace on a stage like Smashville as well. You don't get to wait very much in between interactions. Coming back up from the ledge, we get the grab right into the kill. Yes, Arsene does exactly what Ravenking needs here.
Ravenking makes that combo look so clean as well.
It's beautiful.
Brilliant. Everything Ravenking does.
Oh, another paralyzed. Though Ravenking is back onto potentially his last stock in winner's side for the tournament. He's got to keep that fire in him. And this game is a lot more brutal than our previous ones, where Ravenking was able to control the pace a lot more.
Oh, God. He's going to be disrupting that up B, but that Nair doesn't find its mark. Oh, that grab. I love it. I love the DI. He's just ready.
Yep. Okay. Throwing out these fares, keeping the pressure on, but it's all a bait to find that grab. Not a sweet spot on the spike. One that killed at 54%, but it does open up the opportunity for another one coming out. The ledge is a super scary place to be, but coming up with the forward air, Ravenking finds his way on stage.
Not going to be hitting with the down air, unfortunately, and this is still a scary spot for both players. Up air finds its mark, does a chunk of damage. Not going to be taking it, though. And Ravenking really needs to take this stock as fast as possible.
Oh, cheeky play right there. Looking to go down and counter the up B. That really, really dangerous move. It would not have been techable off of that countered increase in knockback. Dropping down for the back air. This is something that Ravenking hasn't been wanting to pull out very much at all, and it's rewarding him now down on match point. He's got a lot of percentage to come back, and he does not have many interactions before he's just in the dude zone.
I mean, he could probably die right now. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
It's Kazuya at the end of the day.
Slips up.
Yeah. All right, playing from the corner. Like to see it right now. Joker is one of those characters that can play very comfortably from the corner, right? So I think it really allows itself. So they're a good character, right? Good characters can typically play from the corner.
It's important, especially against someone that has, I mean, most of the characters that are good right now have really oppressive neutrals baked into their kits, even disregarding player expression with those things. Nice call out of the up B is a weird one from SUPERBIGMARIOFAN, but I think they're starting to feel a little uncomfortable with this clutch right on the deck.
Oh, right there, was raiding for the roll, was able to find it, and there's so much time being spent on the ledge here for SUPERBIGMARIOFAN. Having a rough time getting off of it, and Arsene's almost on deck here again, Treasure.
That could be the game changer, 83%. Barely any more percent has been taken by Ravenking, but both players are getting close to that kill percentage. I mean, Ravenking definitely in kill percentage right now. Arsene will help a little bit as soon as he takes another hit, but SUPERBIGMARIOFAN doesn't want to mess around with giving him Arsene too early. Finally popping it. They're going to want to stall it out as much as possible, the same way that they've been doing really well throughout the sets.
Oh, man.
And dash attack takes it away.
Finds the opening there. There's a couple things that could potentially have done it as well, right? That dash attack. And that's going to be it here for Ravenking's winners run. SUPERBIGMARIOFAN advancing on. And that's going to be another Minnesota player. That is actually 3 Minnesota players on winner side.
They are scary, scary. They're
scary.
Yeah, 3 out of 4. Wait, who's the last one? It's Atana. Other Chicago
yeah, Atana's
player
the other one. Yeah.
Coming out and representing right now. But Chicago's not down from the Ravenking side, continuing on to losers, which we'll get to check on in a few moments. Throughout this set, I think the biggest things for SUPERBIGMARIOFAN, one, playing extremely well in disadvantage, especially on ledge. Like, SUPERBIGMARIOFAN just not punishable on ledge, and this is something I've seen in the last couple regional events with Ravenking, is they're struggling with players that really do that well.
Yep.